Up next, a real life, everyday, frontline, rugby playing superhero. Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Community Corner, brought to you by the Murphy Kennedy Group. And I have one of the more special people to be featured on this show ever, that Mr. James Kennedy, the co-owner of Rugby United New York, said is a real-life superhero. Mr. Deltray Belk, a.k.a. Trey Belk. Is that correct, sir?
That is correct, sir. Good evening.
All right, good evening to you. And you know, we don't have nearly enough time to go over your life story, but I'm going to try to get this briefly for the folks at home. You are basically a large man that got himself into rugby, but more importantly, and we'll go through the path of how you started rugby, but right now, your email says you are a detective in the Queens Special Victims Squad, but that has just recently changed to, if I've got this right, the Patrol Borough Brooklyn North. Is that correct?
That is correct.
So what got you hooked on the criminal justice / police officer detective path?
It all started with my father, actually. My father was a well-known police officer of the New York State Police Department working in Queens in the 103rd Precinct. And he was my big father figure. So it was like I wanted to be doing the same thing he did, but my main focus was to possibly become a judge, you know, and always been a person of bridging the gap between the community and the department. And I've been like that since a kid. All started when I was doing Boy Scouts, doing volunteer work, understanding about relationship building. Then got older, started networking, and started to learn about criminal justice on different policies and different reforms that are being out there, legislation. And I was like, ooh, I think I could do this. So I talked to my father about it. He said, you know, give it a shot.
You're 13 years on the force?
Yes, correct.
Before we continue on that, let's get to the rugby parallel. So you started playing rugby, how and why?
I started playing rugby at the University of Hartford in 2006. That was my friend Jamal and my friend Thomas, we call him Moose. They was currently on the rugby team. They talked me into playing.
Were you playing another sport?
Yes, I was. I was playing Division I basketball for the University of Hartford. I came here on a scholarship.
You see their eyes going wide and say, second row, bang, bang, bang. Right?
Shockingly enough, I was actually smaller than this. I was 190 pounds when I joined the team. So currently I'm at the weight of 270.
That enables you to pull off that color. That's fuchsia. Is that fuchsia?
It is. Yes, it is.
Is that the uniform that you wear these days, or?
No, I wear either suit and tie to be around the elected officials or the people in the community. And the only time I wear my uniform is when I go out if my boss has a duty or so like that.
I was doing some research on you, and it said you were busted for doing good. That was with the Cherry's Kids?
Yes, Cherry Kids Incorporated.
Tell us about Cherry's Kids.
Yes, Cherry Kids Incorporated is an organization where they help mothers, single mothers, or parents that are in need, where they work these night shifts or they work the day shifts and don't have anybody to take care of their children. And a lot of the kids that come from there are from low-income housing. So I was able to step in. A person introduced me to Miss Cherry a while back in 2016. And when she told me what she does, I actually donated basketballs to her. And she loved me ever since. The kids wrote me a big card and said, thank you. And I said, what can I do to continue to help these kids? She told me what she needed, and I was right there to help her out. What we did was I got with an organization called Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, who donated school supplies for Miss Cherry Kids' kids. And she loved every second of it and got a few other people involved and was able to show them that, you know, we care. And that's just a start. So then other organizations came in and wanted to help out as well. And that's where what we do is called bridging the gap. It doesn't mean you have to be a police officer in the community to bridge the gap. You can bridge the gap at any point. And that's the main focus, is to help one another.
It's amazing what even the smallest of gestures can do to help change a kid's life. And a guy like you walking in there, did you ever walk in your uniform?
No, I didn't. But they do know I am a police officer.
They're okay with that, obviously, right?
Yeah, it's it's just a uniform. It's all about what's in your heart.
It's a good point. It's a good point. And I got to touch upon and ask you what it's like for you right now with all the stuff that's going on. What are the challenges for you as a police official officer?
It's tough right now, and I can't tell you it's not. The incident that happened in Minneapolis and other incidents that happened in the past causes good cops like myself to get just to be. It's just in a difficult spot. But does it stop us from doing our job? No. I will continue to keep bridging that gap as much as I can. That's the main thing. We keep pushing forward to help out as many people as we can. They may not know us personally, but my heart talks more than my mouth. I show and I prove that I am a better police officer every day. And I want to work this community out and be a better person to show them that not all cops are bad. That label status is just something different, but I always push forward to make sure that we help our community as much as we can.
If there was ever going to be a commercial for policing and the police department, that was it. And I got to tell you, I feel helpless. I don't know what to do, but if I can do anything, you can let me know. And also, I just want to salute you and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Now, without getting too sappy, let's go back to the rugby, because you're also helping in the community as an assistant coach for the Queens Rugby Club, coaching kids.
Correct. So I am the assistant coach for Queens Rugby Youth, and that's under the founder, Eric Mesa. He called me one day and asked me if I can assist him with helping kids. I said, you know what? No problem. I've always wanted to be an assistant coach. So took the test. They certified me through World Rugby to become a coach on the level 1 and 2. And now I'm working on my level 3 and 4 to become a head coach eventually.
But also, aside from the Queens Rugby Club coaching and playing with Long Island Rugby and the college thing, NYPD.
Yes, we have an NYPD rugby team. I know a lot of people don't believe it. They be like, wow, yeah, there's a rugby team? Yes, there is.
I'm not only a believer, I've been run over by a few of the guys a number of times, and I've also had the pleasure of covering the historic match at Gaelic Park between the NYPD and the FDNY. It was the curtain opener for Rugby United New York having an exhibition match against what has now become the Free Jacks, but were then the Boston Mystics. The NYPD and the fire department put on such a great show with the pipes and all of it, and the handshakes, and you guys all actually got along.
Correct. Outside of the game, we actually do get along. I know they have a rivalry and stuff like that, but we actually do get along. We're actually good friends because majority of us play club sports with each other. Some of them play for Long Island, some play for Old Maroon, some play for Rockaway Fishheads, and actually some now play for Queens Rugby Club.
So you're putting the cleats on, and it's got a charitable thing around it.
Yes, correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm getting it designed, and what I want to do is I'm going to donate it and make the proceeds go to Cherry Kids Incorporated as a charitable.
All right. Well, you got to let me know ahead of time. We can market it and put it out there on Rugby Wrap Up and see what we can do to help out. That's a small thing that we can do here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Detective Belk, thank you for your service, sir, and thank you for being the person that you are.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our Community Corner brought to you by the Murphy Kennedy Group, Detective Trey Belk. You can't get any better than that, folks.